You mentioned the foreclosures. What are some other factors that will impact the Illinois housing market this year?
Well, one of the phenomenon of this country was the huge amount of mobility in our population. Some years as much as 25% of our population were changing houses. In many cases, this was just people moving within the same town or the same county, moving across county lines and moving across state lines. But one phenomenon we've observed since 2000 is migration rates in the U.S. have declined. And nobody can really quite understand this. They've tried some very fancy ways of explaining it. None of it seems to provide the sort of richness of detail. What this means is essentially if people are not moving as much, then you don't have a property being sold in one state and a purchase in another state. So that's sort of withdrawing energy from the market. And I think of a house sale as energy. And as we've seen in Illinois, that generates about $28,000 worth of direct impact. And with the sales we had for the year in which RCF Consulting did this in 2010, that was about a $3.4 billion direct hit on the economy through the ripple effect, about $7.9 billion. That's a huge amount of energy. So the fact that people are not migrating in large part is because job turnover has decreased. So people are not changing jobs as much, or people have been laid off, but they're not moving to look for a job somewhere else. They're staying where they are. So when you put all of these things together, and the fact that with the prices continuing to decline, a lot of potential new entrants into the market are sitting on the sidelines. They're just waiting to see whether those prices are going to start to come up. If they continue to decline, there is every incentive for them to sort of stay. I think if they did some financial calculations, they'd probably find that with the historically low interest rates, they might be better off. But balanced against that, excuse me, there's the uncertainty of how long their job is going to last. And all in all, I think it's making for a very risk-averse population that right now is hoping for some consistent signals. So one of those might be job creation in the 250,000 for a number of months. Unemployment rates continuing to trend down. Employers announcing that they're hiring more people. All of these things, I think, will help convince the recalcitrant potential home buyer to enter the market and buy properties. And I think that it's one of the things where the housing market is really captive to what's going on in the rest of the economy rather than